And my name is Cathryn Schwing. I am actually a freshman here at Virginia Tech, so I have a really interesting experience with ePortfolios. Not too terribly long ago, I was in high school, and they did a really great job preparing us for college. We did a lot of things with resumes and cover letters and how to study, but I never heard of an ePortfolio before I came here to Virginia Tech for the first time. In my introductory business class, I was instructed to create a portfolio, and it was very vague. It said it needs to have 3 tabs, you can use whatever you want, have your personal philosophy. Oh my gosh, I don't understand how. Oh, there's the. Some of us are technology challenged, which is great because there's awesome mediums like Weebly that make it super easy to use an ePortfolio, so don't stress. Anyway, that's so embarrassing. I thought it was a touchscreen. That was wrong. So this is my portfolio, and I want to talk to you guys more about the role my ePortfolio plays in my life than the portfolio itself. I also am in Serve, so you'll see a lot of the same things Julia talked about. But besides, oh, Lord have mercy. So this started out as my resume tab when I was turning this in for a grade, but now it's more of a running list of everything I do. I'm really involved, or I was really involved in high school. I did everything, but I never documented things. I was never into scrapbooking or journaling or anything like that. And so I knew I had done a lot of really cool things, but I wasn't able to share that with anyone because I hadn't kept track. So that's really what my ePortfolio is for. It doesn't just show where I've been, but it also shows where I would like to go. And I think this is a really cool bridge between the two. So like I said, it's really long. I do a lot of weird things. I took all my high school stuff off here a couple weeks ago unless it plays a direct role in what I do here at Tech. Like I said, it's pretty long. There's some stuff on there that I do sometimes. Like, I don't believe in free time, so that's fine. Whatever. Don't really need to talk about it. This is, so as part of the SERVE program, we are obviously encouraged to do some community service, but it's a very abstract idea of service. We get to define how we think we serve the community. So here, this started just kind of as a journal log of what I was doing, but then I decided I would rather reflect on what I had learned through all those volunteer experiences. So you'll see different things. I worked last weekend with my mom spray painting tires for a community garden here in Blacksburg. I've done some babysitting. People trust me with their kids. I don't know why. It's probably a poor decision. I went to Mississippi for my spring break with the Newman community here on campus. Roanoke service weekend. There's some familiar faces in this room who were there. It was lots of fun. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Boys and Girls Club I do with my sorority, the Roanoke Refugee Rehabilitation Center. And so this is more than just a way for me to keep track of what I do and share it with people. My portfolio is really personal to who I am and where I'm going in my college career. And then for things I do more repeatedly, so I go to Feeding America a lot. It has its own tab, as you can see. I'm planning a project right now where I'm taking lots of volunteers with me to the food bank. If you want to come, I have space. Just saying. And then the rescue mission is another place that I think is really great. So this shows how I interact with my local community. We went there for a big event too, so that was really cool. I'm not going to read anything to you. So this is Serve. You heard most of this from Julia and Karen. This is the Serve program. These are our pillars in Serve. So this is, I guess, where the mentorship aspect of my portfolio comes into play. I've spent a lot of time being mentored by upperclassmen in the SERVE program, and then next year I will be a second-year student. So I'm really going to have the opportunity to take what I've learned and documented in this portfolio my first year here at Virginia Tech and help apply that to the incoming first-year students next year, and they're going to have a great time just like I did. This is my leadership class from last semester. It has most of the same assignments we just talked about. Here's my 13-page final paper. It's color-coded, so I'm just going to show you because I think that's really fun. It's a rainbow. I thought that was cool. Isn't it beautiful? I know. And then I have PDF if people are boring and want to see it in black and white. And then this semester I've had a real challenge documenting what I've been doing in my leadership course because it's a dialogue-based class, and so nothing is written. It's all oral. So that's been a real challenge for me, trying to figure out how I can keep track of things when maybe they're not the carbon copy that I'm used to. Especially, we use SpringPad, which is another electronic medium to post documents and things, but it's set on private, so I can't have it on my portfolio. So that's been a real challenge for me. Strengths Quest I put up here just for giggles, so people know who I am as an individual. And then contact information. So this is very different from some of the portfolios we've just talked about. It's not necessarily something I would share with an employer because I don't think it really shows what I want to do as a profession. I think it's just a very personal but very public electronic representation to the entire world on the World Wide Web of who I am as an individual, what I think is important, and how I have chosen throughout my time here so far at Virginia Tech. It's going on like 9 months now, crazy, where I would like to go in this world and how I like to interact with others. So thank you for listening. Again, I do work at the ePortfolio office, so if you're interested in creating your own, I'd be more than happy to talk to you. Thanks, Mark.